wasted again. Feels like I'm chasing the pain. Raising my game, we all aim for the same. No joke, most folk won't choke for the gains. Hope for a change, but never gonna vote. Hope for a bag, but I'll never get her though. I can feel the burn, empty my soul. If you never learn, then we'll never know. Pray for me, do you feel the same for me, same for me? Well, hate your life, but love your friends. Take your time, because I'm brain dead, but I got your back. Drop the phone, stop the show, fuck them all. Take it back, take it slow, take offense, taking hold, yeah, I'm taking hold, I'm gonna break and fold. We're here for war, you can't ignore. You'll hear my roar, break down the door. Gracefully wasted. In life I'm trapped in the matrix. Back to basics, your act is amazing. Wanna hold hands in a bathroom basement? What's the latest? I gotta say this, it's the same shit, I want more changes. Break the mold, I went and told you 100 times, never meant to bore you. Check my pulse, baby, check my pulse. You better check my pulse, I'll go and get a nurse. I'm a hypochondriac and I'm getting worse. Watching back-to-back shows, I only attack and sabotage all my glory. Talk to the man, I don't give a damn. Cost me a grand being lost in the land. So invite all your mates for a fight on the stage. Get out my mind, get out my face. Now you know we're here for war, you can't ignore. You'll hear my roar, break down the door. You want some more, right? So now what hope do we have? The whole world's fucked when our favourite thing is getting very drunk. I'm told as a cure, I can't be sure, cause I remember back when we were so pure. Wait for me to get to that stage, get that raving, get that pay, get back hurt and get back pain. So will everyone in a place put your hands up for me? Jump!
That was Jamie and Shoony with Roar. I feel like I'm going to get a really genuine response this time. Are you ready to podcast, Craig? Sorry, fucking up the buttons there, unbelievable. My volume's actually down a wee bit, so weird. There you go. How's that for you now?
Dope.
You're a million miles away though.
Well, no, I'm not.
So how are you feeling today, Craig?
Woo!
Wooing that. Right. So you're in a woo mood.
I'm in a whoop mood.
In a whoop mood. That's always good to hear, Craig boy. Got some fantastic news stories for you today as well.
Are they good? Are they funny?
It's
actually a very interesting day.
Is it?
Aye.
Right, go ahead.
Ed Davey is now the leader of the Liberal Democrats. So
who?
Exactly.
Should have
Ed Davey is the leader of the Lib Dems.
Right. Sorry, are you expecting more from me?
No, that's legit what I expect for literally every person.
Right.
About the Lib Dems.
Well, that's
an
great.
ironic joke.
Right. Sick, mate. Sick.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to sort it out. I've had an issue with the music there, but I'm trying to sort everything out.
Right.
So
That's the end of the story.
That's the end of the story. Cool. I thought you were going to continue on, give me enough time to do that, but no, you didn't.
Oh, I could talk about the most boring news story in the world.
Do you want to talk about it for just 2 minutes? Or
right.
to affix
So
music?
he's the leader of the Lib Dems, which nobody cares because it's the Lib Dems.
Aye.
And so that's what he does now. He's just the leader of the most useless political party in the world.
So what's he really do? It's pretty much nothing in it.
No,
really.
he's basically unemployed.
Right, that's fine.
I think he's in Parliament. I don't know what he does there.
I love how you've probably had time to research this story, and you know fucking zero about the whole thing.
Look, it's the Lib Dems. Nobody cares.
It's amazing that like as much like we've had like a couple of Lib Dems in before. One of them managed to get in the house.
And they were fucking boring. No, they weren't.
Because-
Actually, they were alright.
You said the stance on science was like the best stance.
Aye.
But,
All parties have got the best science.
Aye.
But
But
that
that's
was
all they've got.
2017.
Aye,
I
yeah.
looked at their science for 2019. Mm-hmm. Non-existent.
Weird.
So they're just now, they're peak nothing. It's incredible how they've made a whole manifesto of not saying anything.
Aye, it's a kind of fairly common thing. How did Nick Clegg get in? Was that just pure luck?
Oh, because he was probably the only person that I'm next in line for Lib Dem leadership.
I don't think that's true. I'm going to be
No, I've
honest
done
with
the maths. I'm third though.
you. Third's no bad. I feel like you're doing no too bad if you're third.
Aye, Nick Clegg wasn't actually a Lib Dem before he was elected leader. He just fell into the conference,
Right.
and somebody put him on stage, and he was like, "Oh, you're leader now," and he was like, "All right, cool."
Nice.
So that's how the Lib Dems.
Fucking hell. So you've done barely anything during the actual campaign and stuff. As the Lib Dems tend to do.
Aye, they did nothing.
They maybe pose it,
they
say, like a-
So here's what a Lib Dem campaign is. They go to the door, they knock on the door, and they go, "Hi, we are from the Nothing Party, and we are offering nothing.
Nothing.
We offer nothing. What are you going to do for my parents? Nothing.
Aye.
What are you going to do for society? Nothing. Have you got any community policies? No. Nothing.
Nothing.
Do you have any policies? No.
But what will happen is, because I think you're being a bit unfair,
Oh, right.
because they do actually have stuff to say.
Aye.
It's just kind of irrelevant a lot of the
What do
time.
they say? Give me something
I
to say.
have no idea. You put me on
Nothing.
the spot right there.
They say nothing.
Nothing. Fair enough.
Okay, so
They will have.
realistically,
They will
so
have answers.
here's what he said. He said that the Lib Dems have had issues for the past few years, the past few general elections, which is understatement of the fucking century.
No.
And he says that the reason that is because they've not listened to the electorate and they've not went in that direction, which means that I don't have any morals. I'm simply going to go where I think the votes are.
Right.
Which in his idea, and the Lib Dem idea is, woo, look at us being progressive. In reality, what that means is, woo, we stand for literally nothing. Woo! Let's get elected. Let's get career politicians. Woo! Let's get me out of House of Lords.
Do you think that's going to change with this new guy? Do you think he's going to be a bit more
No,
forward
that's
and-
literally what he's trying to do. Is he's trying to get in there. He's trying to get votes. So he's turned into like the pinnacle of an establishment politician of just where are going to get the votes, and that's what they're going to be. They're just going to be another. They claim this rational centre ground
Aye.
thing doesn't exist. There's no such thing as a rational centre, because the whole left-right paradigm thing is meant to be based on economics, and where the Lib Dems have come in is they consider themselves centrist because they've got what people think as left-wing social policies, like they're pro-LGBT, they're pro-racial equality, they're pro-feminism and all that stuff. Folks see that as left-wing things. It's no left-wing thing, it's got nothing to do with left-wing, but folks see that as left-wing, and then their economic views are right-wing, so they go, oh, well that means we're in the centre. It doesn't.
That's kind of what Bill Burr says, because Bill Burr was on. I don't know if you listen to the podcast today. Can you listen to them usually?
No.
Don't know if you got the day though.
This is Bill Baird.
Bill Burr podcast.
I've no listened to this.
Right. He was basically saying he's a bit of not a centrist. He was saying that he started off as a conservative, And then he was like, shit, right, maybe I better change my mind on certain things. So he said then he became not a lefty, not a complete lefty, but at least it was like swinging to the left a wee bit. And then he said eventually he's gotten to the point now, because of cancel culture,
which is not left wing.
Which is not left wing, which is like a lot. But people put that forward.
But
so
this
is Craig. This is why I'm saying this is what he thinks.
That's what I'm saying. That's the issue.
Fucking, he said that he's like kind of back in the middle again.
And I bet he's not.
No.
I bet he's left of centre.
Because I think
most comedians in that will be left of centre. Unless you're explicitly a libertarian, you're probably left of centre.
Because we kind of feel the same way about a lot of things that comedians stand for and stuff like that a lot of the time. The fucking getting everybody cancelled thing, there's good things in that. Like the fact that people are being outed for being fucking either racists or rapists, paedophiles, fucking molestation cases and stuff like that. That's great. Cancel culture is great for that.
That's not really cancel culture.
I know, but it's been put in that box by some people. But for people saying things in the past, like Kevin Hart, he made a joke about, was it his son being gay or something like that, or fucking...
I think so.
Something like that, fucking years and years ago. And he's never written anything like that since then. Any sort of homophobic slurs or fuck all that. But somebody went back in his Twitter 5 fucking years and said, my impression thing again, it was like, that's what you think. And he's like, that was 5 years ago. I'm not going to apologise for it. I'm not going to at all. But to say I'm like hypocritical in a way is just weird, because I've changed my mind. I feel like that, yes. I didn't feel like that anymore. Shit's changed. To be gone back in people's fucking past, like, cause people find loads of shit I didn't believe. Well, fuck's sake.
No, I mean, if you go
just a few years ago, it'd be conspiracy theories and shit like that constantly.
If you went to what I said yesterday, I probably said something yesterday that I didn't believe.
Probably, aye.
I mean, your fucking views change.
A lot of my Facebook is stuff I didn't believe, so I'll just say it just to annoy people, really, a lot of the time.
Oh, you're an edgelord, are you?
Not even in that sense. I just, like, I do it in, like, a... No, I take the piss out of it.
I know.
Rather than... Aye, good. Don't fucking call me an edgelord again, or I'll fucking fly out of this table at you.
Scuba OD on 4chan. See your name.
Amazing.
I don't know what OD stands for. Maybe you just overdosed.
Overdraft. Aye, whatever. Do you have news stories you want to bring up?
Not really. I mean, that was the most exciting news story I've got for this week.
Right, well, I've got some fucking good ones.
You've got some bangers.
Got some bangers here.
Get your bangers out.
Some local news. Well, let's not do that to anybody.
Well,
no, they will see it. I reckon why I thought they would.
It's on the radio. It's fine.
It's on the radio. Well, it's on a podcast. It's not the radio. It's never quite radio again.
Radio killed the podcasting star.
Fuck me. Never do that again, you know.
Podcasting killed the radio.
Stop doing stuff. So, I've been sort of scrolling down so that I can get past the headlines and stuff like that. So, a woman posts brutally honest advert for an ancient caravan. A woman on Facebook Marketplace certainly took this approach when she posted an advert for her old caravan. Katie Perkins didn't hold back on honesty when she listed the advert for the ancient 32 feet by 10 feet caravan, and her hilariously frank description is just the tonic we need right now. The item, located in Glastonbury, is listed for £100,000 for a fucking caravan.
That's too much.
And the way she described it shouldn't be £100,000, and is described in the post as being a tin shed on wheels. It's basically what it is. Kay explains that her family had been living in it while they built their dream home, but also admits that it wasn't a very comfortable experience. She says it's not pristine, it is not pretty. It is fucking hot in the summer, it's fucking freezing in the winter, it even grows icicles on the inside. It could do with full replacement of carpets, it needs a good bleach clean throughout. She goes on to reveal the amenities that come with the caravan, explaining it has a shit oven, a shit hob, a shit fridge, but does boast a pretty decent microwave, albeit a cheap Morrison's one. Pretty sure there's even a slow cooker that was only used once. The post adds...
Doesn't work?
Eh?
Is that because it doesn't work?
Possibly. The post adds that there are a few extras lying around, like old shoes in the wardrobe, abstract art, old bottles of booze, and beds that have been destroyed. She goes on to say, I'm sure if you're looking at it, you can use it for something. I don't give a fucking shit. Or, sorry, I don't give a fuck what. I think I lied there. I want offers, I don't expect a lot, but something would be nice. She writes, fuck it. If you truly want this fucking monstrosity, then I will trade it for a couple of boxes of hubby's favourite red wine. Jimmy Red Root of Jam Shed. Get this hunk of junk off my fucking land. I'd love to say it's fucking beautiful, but I'd be lying. I'd love to say I loved living in it, but I'd be lying. I'd love to say I'd look forward to a caravan holiday, but guess what? I'd be lying. There you go. Casey's anyone that's interested should get in touch, but only if they really want it, and they're willing to come and get it, if she can't stand fucking time wasters. Which is a good point, because time wasters are really...
Tell you what, though. I'll come and pick it up in 5 minutes if I can get it for a fiver.
Great stuff.
I can't believe they wrote a news article on that.
What, that woman?
On that.
That's what happens nowadays. I think wee shitty stories come up and then they feel like they have to write like these long fucking nuanced things. I'm not going to bother going into this too much. The next story is a local story. Spanish takeaway and shop set to open in Fife. Worst time to open a new fucking takeaway store, I think.
How?
I reckon it just seemed like a bad time to actually get started in business.
Nah, booming, mate.
The people behind the popular Los Buenos Amigos stall, never heard it. Kirkcaldy's Friday Artisan Market will open the shop in the town's Victoria Road. Alice Aguilera is launching the new endeavour from the former site of the Carlton Bakery, which closed down during lockdown on Friday, August 28th. So that should be pretty cool. A new fucking...
What is Spanish food?
Okay, well, they explain it down here. There you go. Mainly just concerns putting Spanish in the front of it. We'll have paella, of course, because it's our main product, and different kinds of tapas. Tapas is basically loads of different styles of meals, like packed in it like a wee bit on a big plate. Like loads of different ones.
Dope.
So it's a good like taster menu type thing. It's pretty cool. Croquettes.
Dope.
Boom. Total croquettes, mate. Love it. Meatballs, Spanish omelette.
What does that mean?
Dickin.
Is that an omelette with real Spanish people on it?
I would imagine so, like a wee bit of cannibalism shit and that. And seafoods like octopus or prawns.
Oh.
So, it soon's down my fucking street, like.
But you can
I'm into it. Totally up for that, man. Glenrothes Bingo Club set to reopen as well, for anybody that's excited about that. You excited about the new Glenrothes Bingo Club?
You said you had bangers.
We're getting there, we're getting through the shit.
Do you mean bangers as an old car?
Information on the new furlough scheme. This isn't a bang. There's a couple of bangers near the end.
Right, near the end. Right.
Here's what you need to know about the new furlough scheme and stuff like that. The UK government's furlough scheme, which was put into place in March this year to support employers who are not able to operate as normal due to the coronavirus pandemic, will come to an end on October. However, there are certain changes to the scheme set to be made in September. Since the furlough scheme came into effect, thousands of employers have furloughed all or part of their workforce and claimed 80% of employee wage costs, up to a maximum of £2,500 per employee per month. Until the 1st of August, employers had been able to claim the portion of the employer's wages, employees' wages, together with national insurance contributions and employer pension contributions. Firms have now begun to contribute to the wages of furloughed workers' wages. This will continue in stages until the scheme ends. Employers should be aware that further contributions from employers will be needed from September. The 80% grant paid by the government will continue at a cap of $2,500 until the end of August. The following will then apply. September, the government's grant will decrease to cover 70% in September of furloughed employee wages at a decreased cap of £2,187.50. Then October, the government will cover 60% of furloughed employee wages at a cap of $1,875. Which is pretty fucking annoying, but again...
They're starving people into dangerous situations, is what they're
basically,
saying.
aye.
They're saying that you're not allowed to work, but we're not going to pay for it.
Aye.
Fuck you, basically. And
this
especially
again,
when it comes to, like, working comedians and working...
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't mean Jason Manford.
No, like...
I mean, like, your working comedians, the folk that are in clubs every night trying to make a wee drop money. They're just getting shat on.
Therefore.
Like, your DJs who are making a living for working in clubs and doing, like, receptions and weddings and stuff, they're fucked.
Completely.
Like, they're just going to get nothing. I don't even care if they were getting anything to begin with.
I didn't care, because
Self-employed, I guess.
But
that's going to be...
What were they getting for self-employment?
I mean, it was the same. But
Same.
It was based on your average...
But then you would have to have a set-up DJ business with like a business thing.
No, you just had to have bank statements of what you were earning in the past year.
Right, and then do that. What if you're paid cash in hand? You're fucked.
If you're paid cash in hand, you were fucked,
And a lot of DJs are like that. Cash in hand type deals.
But then that is illegal, so, I mean...
So fuck them then, is what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying that... to the government, fuck them.
Right. There you go. This is a wee story for a guy called Jordan. With guess who that? Gorgeous man is it right next thing. Shuggy. Old Shug for the UFA.
Aye, what's he doing?
He's just been old in that. Aye. A Kirkcaldy man has turned his life around by starting his own business after turning his back on a life of crime.
Capitalist.
Cool. Jordan Melville, 29, from Temple Hall, was homeless at 14 and has had several stints in prison as he took the wrong path in life and has struggled to survive. But he has defied the odds after settling down with his partner and started his own waste management and gardening service company. Jordan's life started to go downhill after his parents' marriage broke down. He said, "My mum and dad separated when I was 13. My mum remarried, and that is when all my problems seemed to start. I didn't go on with a new husband, so I went to stay with my dad and his new partner, but things were just as bad with them." Continued bad times. The only people who ever had time for me when I was younger were Shuggy and his team at Kirkcaldy YMCA. They tried to set me on the right path. I always listened to what they were telling me, but I struggled to believe them as I had been let down by so many people before, and I was scared that they were going to let me down too. So I turned his life around with the help from old Shuggy.
So do you ken this guy?
I didn't, nah. He's what did he say, he was 27 or something like that, no, 29. Jordan Melville, I didn't really recognise the face, man. But that's pretty fucking cool. And this is what youth work's all about, like you get told sort of thing, if at least one person is able to change their life, then it's totally worth your while, sort of thing.
Think about it, you do want folk to change their life. Do you want to stop them from needing to change their life? That's what youth work is all about. It's about stopping people from needing to change their life. To start off on the right foot. To start off, like sort of getting them in the right area.
That's it.
And that's kind of an issue with schools, is that schools teach you academic studies, but they don't teach you like life skills.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's a cliche that people who haven't been to school and sort of uneducated in like formal education type things, they'll put on their Facebook, "Oh, a graduate for the School of Hard Knocks" and all that stuff. But like, that should be a lesson. Wouldn't call it Hard Knocks.
No.
I'd call it life skills. Something like that.
Shit like that. That's like they should be teaching
managing your money, that sort of thing.
That's it. It should be taught in school quite easily, man. Like in modern studies, like you were taught. Modern studies is pretty cool, but there was loads of stuff I think they could have added in.
But modern studies was about. I didn't really care what modern studies was about.
I remember like
I didn't take it. So
I never done it in early, like further education. I done it in like first, second year, stuff like that.
I was never there. So.
I said shit. Nah, you missed all that.
I mean, I remember doing modern studies in the hospital. It was like I was taught that general elections were every 4 years.
Aye.
They're every 5 years.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So it wasn't a good start.
Aye. I remember being told about housing and stuff like that, and like what semi-detached is and shit like that. But I can't mind the context of like why I was told that.
Modern studies might just be an attempt at this then.
Sort of,
But they've added so much air stuff that it just becomes...
Well, that's like a fucking huge part. That would have to be like 3 different classes, I would imagine. I think what you.
And if you think about it, techie's meant to be DIY.
Aye.
But you're not taught real DIY. You're taught how to make like...
Oh, can you make an ashtray?
Could you make
taught to make an ashtray?
A trowel thing.
They're trying to steer you away from smoking, but you're taught to make a fucking ashtray right in the beginning.
I don't read that.
Do you know?
I made
must have changed that.
The spade thing.
Made the trowel as well. But we made an ashtray as well.
Well, I might have just not been there.
Aye, you were there in the later years.
No, wasn't
You stayed away, didn't you? Most of the time.
Most of the time, aye.
Unbelievable. Right, we're going to get into a tune. This is our old friend and most beautiful man in the world.
He is the most beautiful one in the world. I will second that.
I'm sure he loves hearing that. Nick Shane with Youth and the Young.
You're the river that leads to the sea. You're more than this world and this troubled emotion. How long does it need to be to call this song? Falling for the greedy in me. What they hold down forever is the key to the future. This thing they bring you up to believe is to call this home, but instead you live alone. Your vision of the good in this life long to bury you alive. You're too quick to devotion, born with a thorn in your side. And all alone, you're the river that leads to the sea. You're swimming for your life, for your purpose and meaning. The being that needs to please. Every breath in your body is a lover believing. You're big enough to know what's right, but what pushes you inside is your need to be broken when the youth and the young collide. You stand at the back and you remain unspoken. Your vision of the good in this life is more than a plea for anyone's devotion. To die by your lover's side is all that you want to know. You're the river that leads to the sea. You're more than this world and this troubled emotion. How long does it need to be?
It was Nick Shane with Youth and the Young. Quality wee tune, man. Quality wee tune. So, we have one last news story, which I haven't actually read yet. I just seen the headline. So let's read it together. This could be fucking scary. Huge spiders as big as your hand have started their annual mating season, meaning they will be increasingly coming indoors in search of warm places to live. The sex-hungry house spiders can have a leg span of up to 10 centimetres each, and they're hunting out partners in homes.
What are you going to do when there's a picture of this right below?
There's one coming up. I skimmed through it earlier on to see the pictures. So I made sure. The sex-hungry house spiders can have a leg span of up to 10 centimetres each, and they're hunting out partners in homes, sheds and garages during August and September. Which is why my birthday falls on one of the dates where I kind of fear for my life. Because right in the middle.
Right.
And I fucking hate my birthday. Several have already been spotted around the country, giving arachnophobia as a fright. But, by the way, no seen much spiders this year.
Shut up.
Jinxed it. But leading ecologist Dr. Chris Terrell-Neild from Nottingham Trent University says they're more afraid of us than we are of them. Of course they are.
God, they always fucking say that though.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't help.
He told Nottinghamshire Live the creatures can do 0 to 60 in 1 second and instantly disappear if you look away for a second. They also have biting fangs and can give you a nip but aren't dangerous. He said the spider that is coming into houses at the moment is the house spider, and it is one of Britain's biggest spiders. I'd love to find out how far down the line they got to figure out, right, we'll just call them house spiders.
It's probably not its real name.
Aye. But it's a weird thing to get to the point where you have to call them, they're just in the house, so they're house spiders.
Aye.
They probably exist outside the house as well, like garages. Why are they not called garage spiders? Stupid.
There's more hussies.
These things have been breeding and started their lifespan in the spring. This time of year, August and September, the male spiders have the urge to mate and start wandering and looking for females. When they find them, they mate, and she lays eggs and the male usually dies. Good. Dr. Terrell Need said some people also expect to find more daddy long-legged spiders and cross spiders.
Right, so what does he mean by daddy long legs? Does he mean the one with the wings, or does he mean the one that are shit spiders?
I don't know, he hasn't went any further than that. He said also cross spiders. I reckon if they're maybe the ones you're thinking about.
Christian ones.
In their homes and gardens at this time of the year. He's also encouraging people to look out for the missing sector spider in woodlands, named because they have a slight section of their web missing. Oof.
I've seen webs that are put together. Shit.
Like
Jakey
weeds in it or
spiders,
something. Like Jake Boss, what they can be arsed. It creates what is called a signal line and waits on it until there is a vibration in the grass. It then strikes, pulling the insect into their web. Dr. Terrell Need said spiders do an incredible service for us because they eat vast quantities of flies. The reason people are frightened of them is because the way they move, they will be still and not do anything, and then you look away and they have gone. Just repeated that fucking 0 to 60 seconds thing. They are rather alien and we do not have a connection with them. They look imposing. That's where the fear comes from. It is the same reaction when people see a mouse, but we are far more dangerous to them than they are to us. It's a weird thing.
I'm not scared of mouseies.
I've not got the same fear of elephants, and they look completely fucking alien to me. Have you seen their noses?
I reckon if an elephant was in your bath.
I mean, I would shit myself. And you'd fucking hear that coming in the window.
Aye.
So
you're wrong.
Are we told the story about that fucking bird that came in, shat in her bath, and then just seemed to leave again?
No.
Cool.
Maybe we have.
We went upstairs one day and we found like just what seemed like bird shit. Or you thought it was dirt at first. You were like,
I thought it was dirt, aye.
And it seemed like a bird had just came in, shat, and left again.
Aye.
Which is weird because they usually get trapped because they're like flies, they're stupid as fuck and they just hit the window.
But it might have just accidentally flew back out again, like it.
Possibly, like it was just lucky enough to catch.
Aye, because sometimes flies do get out.
Aye, eventually.
I fucking hate flies, man.
Moths as well, they just keep hitting the window.
Moths are stupid. So what daddy long legs, to be fair, man? It's a flying spider, mate.
Oh yeah, it's a flying fucking poison thing as well.
Aye. Well, that was a myth.
Is that a myth?
Aye.
Fuck, you blew my mind. Crazy. You're free chat today, Craig.
Well, think about it. The idea that it's the most poisonous spider in the world, but it's too dumb to bite you.
Have you seen dogs? Dogs are pretty fucking dumb. I'm just meaning you can get other animals that are pretty fucking dumb as well.
How many dogs have bitten people?
7.
100,000 million.
So I'm a wee bit off then, it
Aye.
seems. Aye. But dogs are also stupid as well.
Aye. As stupid as a daddy long legs. I reckon a dog could go out the window.
Actually, no, I've seen too many videos of dogs run out the window, like the fucking window door things.
Aye, see-through windows. But no, if it's like an open window.
Sorry, Craig, are you saying that windows aren't see-through?
Aye, some of them aren't.
What?
Tinted windows.
Yeah, obvious. No, well, tinted windows are see-through. You
No,
mean the...
No, when you're outside. That's the whole point of them.
Correct.
I win.
I thought you meant the frosted glass.
No, I win, mate.
Nah. Well, you didn't. There's no winner and loser.
No, I win.
It's just...
Also, there's the ones that they pay in Japan toilets.
What?
Where when you lock the door, then the frosting goes on the window so that when you're shitting, you can see out the window, but folk can't see in the window.
Like it just automatically turns?
Aye.
That's fucking cool.
When you lock the door.
I want
My worry is that what if it doesn't happen when you lock the door once?
And you're just exposed.
Do you ken?
You might know. You're just exposed.
Like a prize in a quiz show.
Oh, fuck it. I wasn't even going to go there, but you've done it anyway.
Aye, I did.
Unfucking believable. I was going to give you the dum-dum-ch.
Aye.
But you fucking stole the
Piece
joke.
of modern art.
Crazy.
You'd probably get a certificate for being modern art at that point.
Aye, fuck aye.
Oh, it's abstract. Oh.
I do want a Japanese toilet.
Why?
Have you seen them?
No.
Tons of buttons in them. Loads of shit to play with. It's brilliant. I want one.
What possible?
Well, that's what I was thinking. It sounds great, there's loads of buttons in them and shit, but what do they all do?
One's for the bidet, I would imagine.
I mean, a BD would be great. So
The
it just
one for
shoots,
the front bum.
Aye. So it shoots water up your arse. Maybe a wee air freshener thing, or just an air pulse.
Right.
So it dries
To
your
wash
arse
and
off.
dry.
Aye. So you get the squish and then a wee
My question is, right?
hot air.
Surely you still need toilet paper.
Nah.
Right. So here's my scenario. Everybody's had a shite that's like Nutella.
Yes, they have. Aye.
The sticky one. Especially when you've got a hairy ass and it like sticks to it. There's no way that without some hand action that a bidet is getting rid of all that.
Actually, come on, now you say it, by the way, I'm sure it's much like a dishwasher.
And then you have to
Dishwashers-
rinse
Aye.
first.
You have to rinse first, and then you have to fucking actually, like, you have to get rid of most of the muck, because it doesn't get everything. Especially if shit's been, like, stayed on there for a few days. Much like the sticky shite you're talking about there.
Aye.
Dishwashers are
Except if you've got shite hanging off your ass for a few days, there's a problem.
You should have been bidetted first.
Aye.
But aye. It's good.
So, fuck a bidet.
But I reckon if you'd get away with that much, like, fucking a bidet.
I'm just making the point that they're useless.
Aye. I reckon I find they have their uses.
Do they?
Sometimes, well, you save on toilet paper, I would say. So if you've got the watery one, that's just literally a water squish and you're done. You save toilet paper a lot
Right, okay.
in that sense.
How often do folk hate they ones? Like real people.
Or no, us. Look, I was going to say it's most of the time.
Every day. 8 times a day.
Well, it's no.
9.
Aye. Crazy. I'm not actually sure how many people actually do get the kind of runs a lot.
Tom Segura does.
I don't feel like it runs. Mad.
It's meant away.
Aye. Try to squeeze it as much conversation as we can here.
Aye. What do I do now?
Right. Well, we're as well ending the podcast.
What time is it like?
What's 22?
Oh, Christ, this is a terrible podcast.
Yes, it is.
Let's just kill ourselves.
Right, I think we'll end there, man.
Well, you did.
Well, probably
kill
end it.
ourselves.
We'll just kill ourselves. Can we do it on air? We'll do it live.
But we couldn't put it up, could we?
Live death and shit. That'd be fucking awesome.
But they'd be dead air for ages, that's the issue.
Oh!
That wasn't meant to be a joke, I'm just literally, they would be dead air.
Pun of the fucking year, that, by the way. Absolute punnage.
Well, like, didn't mean it to be a pun, but...
Punnage. There you go. Okay, we're going to end on that fucking...
Big punager.
Fuck me. Right, we're going to end on that horrific fucking ending there. With Mungos Hi-Fi and Marina P with SOMA.
I don't like that name.
You're not allowed to not like it. They say again, I'm just going to say it again. Just Mungos Hi-Fi and Marina P with SOMA. Peace.